Hello, and welcome to another Kerbal Space Program video, this time part 5 on the West Goldfield Space Agency. Now, last time we did have a problem with not completing a contract, so I do just want to check up on it, and as we can see, it is because somehow we have not completed these two Kerbals travel itinerary. So, what we'll do is just launch a rocket now to do that. Now we do have quite a few options for rockets at this point, and it includes, the new one we made last time, but honestly it's pretty expensive just to launch two Kerbals up into space. So instead, I think what we could opt for is our RLV-2A. Now, we'll open this menu for contracts, and then we'll go to our crew. We need to put Radrid and Leducki onto the rocket so that we can get them into orbit. Now what we'll do is just launch our rocket. There we go, we had a successful launch, which means now it is time to deorbit our Kerbals and bring them down safely. And there we go, that was one of our first, I think, pretty much flawless launches, no problems at all. And that should also be our contract completed. As we can see, it is all done, if we can find it. Where did it get? Right here. We finished this. So now we can look towards doing other contracts. Now I did talk about doing a specific contract where it was doing an observatorial below somewhere, and it actually gives us some good amount of research. And because we know we have our plane, we can actually get this done. So, we will accept this contract and go to our space plane hangar. Now what I want to do to our current plane, the P1, is actually open the bay and put in a experiment storage unit. Now the reason I would like to do this is because I don't want to take 37 crew reports, I'd just like to do one. And then we can just place our scientific equipment onto it. And now we will just save it like this, and now we can just launch. Now I do just want to test it to make sure it does what I think it does. I believe we can keep the experiment, and then I think we can kind of just... Okay, yeah, so we can add experiments to it, which is the crew report we just took. So that is what we can do. We can just go to our points and take a lot of crew reports. Now, you see, what I didn't realize is that they were on the other side of the planet. So this is going to take us a while, and honestly, we might not even have enough fuel for this. So I am going to add a drop tank to it, because I do not feel like spending so much time just to not get there and back. So for the drop tank, I want to add it in towards the middle, just so it keeps the plane structurally sound. Wait a minute, I don't think I can. We're gonna have to test it out, but I might not be able to because we do not have our fuel lines. Yeah, we can't do it because we cannot have that however many parts. We can't have more than 30 parts. But maybe we could fit one down here? No, not even close. What about back here? I mean, if we scoot it back a little further, we could fit it here. Alright, let's try this. Okay, that doesn't work either. I guess we do not get our drop tanks. And let's go. You know what? Instead of drop tanks, I guess we can just put more fuel into the canisters. Well, there we go. We collected all of the information on every point, so now it's a matter of a choice I have to make. I am definitely not making it back to the headquarters, so I get a choice of landing in the water or landing on land, which, as we know, this thing cannot land on land, even if it is a runway. And also, water still is risky, though I have landed within the water before. So I do think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to fly this way, and then dip one wing in, it's going to pivot us around, and we should land safely. There we go, we landed it sort of successfully. I mean, we somehow launched a port to the stratosphere. I'm not sure how that happened, but Jebediah is safe, so we can recover this vessel. Now, honestly, that is the longest contract I have ever done. I mean, I feel like they should show you, what side of the planet you're going to when you're taking a contract. But regardless, we completed it. Or, well, not this one. I think it was, something like this one. Who knows? It's done. It's great. Now, I do want to try to complete this one. I feel like it might be a lot simpler than I thought. And it might literally just be like, this. Yep, okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. We completed it. So now we also have a lot more contracts we can take. We can see that we have the ability to ferry 8 tourists, if we really wanted to. We can test this parachute, which I believe we do use this parachute. Oh no, I think we use the Drosh parachute. Never mind. We could do another observatory, but honestly, I don't feel like doing that again. Maybe atmospheric surveys, but again, that's just kind of the same thing. I do think I want to try to go to the moon, because if we fly by the moon, we just have to gather some data from the moon, which I think we can do from orbit. Then we just have to return to Earth. I mean, doesn't seem too difficult. So I guess we could accept this contract and take our rocket. Not this one. This one's not going to work. I think we'll take this rocket, but instead of a pod for tourists, we will instead add a heat shield, because I got rid of that. And probably also just a science bay. So, as I was saying, whoa. What is this rocket's issue, man? Where'd go? Okay, so first to get into orbit, or you first have to get into orbit to go to the moon. Then after you get into orbit, you can just go towards the moon. But then you have to land on it, which is kind of the difficult part. And honestly, my rocket, the part that's going to land, is pretty tall, so that's probably going to be difficult. But we'll figure it out. Well, we got to the moon, which is the sort of easier part. We are going to make a quick save, though, because this is about to be the difficult part, landing on the moon. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this whole moon thing, which I think we might leave that for another time, and we're just going to revert. Now, next time, we're definitely going to send a probe, because if I crash that, I mean, I don't care. Jebediah, we love Jebediah, we can't lose Jebediah. So, I think this is a good place to leave off. We're gonna make another attempt next time to get to the moon, and we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's the end of this video, and I really want to thank you for watching through the whole thing. It really means a lot. In the meantime, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and have yourself a great day.